fun. But the brown ale is going to have a little bit of a maltier sweetness to it, a little hint of chocolate, a little bit of roast, but it's not a heavy roasty beer by any means. It's all just kind of balances nicely. A little kind of hint of coffee in there. Next up is going to be the amber ale. The amber ale is the first beer that we made. I was pretty much trying to make my favorite beer. It's inspired by the old British pale ales, but it's our American take on it. So it's going to have a good caramelly malt flavor, and then it's going to have a nice crisp hop bitter to it, and a little bit of a floral finish on the hops. After that, and by the way, you've got all these beers should be described there in those sheets that you have. So if you, yeah, Texas Wheat. Next up, we'll have the Alyssa IPA. The Alyssa is named after a tall ship in Galveston. An IPA, that's India Pale Ale. This is a style of beer that was originally brewed in England for shipment to India starting in the late 1700s. And in order to make this long voyage from England to India through very hot weather, they would brew these beers to a little higher alcohol content, and then they would hop the holy bejesus out of them, because hops are also a natural preservative. If you like this beer, you are a hophead. So this beer is going to have a very bitter start to it, and then a very citrusy, almost grapefruit hop flavor that's going to go throughout it. Now it also has a good malty taste. And you'll also notice the bitter, you know, I talk about bitter, some people think bitter is bad. Bitter is a wonderful thing. But the bitter in this beer is a very dry bitter. It's not a harsh bitter.
Can I have that one?
On the second page, you'll see all of our seasonals. Our current seasonal is Winter Stout, and that's the beer that we're going to finish with. This is a sweet stout. It's, you know, a lot of people get scared when they hear stout, and you shouldn't. This is what we call stouty goodness. It's going to have a real sweet, chocolatey coffee flavor. It's surprisingly drinkable for a beer that's just got this much flavor. I can't tell you how many people come and tell me, oh, I didn't think I liked beer, but I love this beer. So that is what we will be finishing with tonight. What else do I need to tell you? I grew up, my mom told me you're not supposed to brag about things, but then again my mom never tried to make a living selling beer. So I will tell you that we've won several medals at the Great American Beer Festival and the World Beer Cup with our beers, including the Fancy Lawnmower beer. We previously won 2 bronze medals over the years with the Fancy Lawnmower beer in the Kolsch category, and this year we won a gold. So in 2007, this is the best Kolsch in the United States, so you get to enjoy that one. And I think we brag, thank you. I think we have all sorts of bragging of our other awards on the sheet too. If you have any questions, I'll be wandering around. As Kate mentioned, after this we're going to be going to the Ginger Man, where with your wristband you'll get $3.50 pints of St. Arnold beer. So please join us over there afterwards. After you've had lots of beer, I'm sure you're also going to want to immediately donate your life savings to the museum. So join the museum and give them all your money. Just a little bit, okay. Any questions at this point before I start wandering around? What, are you planted in here?
No, I really do have a question. Is there a best way to most appreciate a fine beer? Is
there a best way to enjoy a beer? Yeah, actually, it's really good to pour beer into a glass. The standard pint glass is very handy, very sturdy, and a lousy shape for really enjoying beer. Having said that, we sell lots of them because that's what restaurants and bars like to use, and they don't break as easily. This little tasting glass that we have is about a 9-ounce glass. It actually has a much better shape because the way it comes in at the top, it focuses the aroma a little bit better. You know, if you're at home and you want to do some sort of a beer dinner event, and you don't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of glassware, use your wine glasses. Typical wine glasses are actually great for beer drinking. Plus, you can look at all your snooty wine friends when they say, "What are you doing?" I'm having a finer beverage, and I'm more evolved than you are. Any other questions? All right, well, thanks everybody for coming out this evening. Enjoy yourself. The beers will keep coming around in order, and I'll be wandering around, so just grab me if you have any questions.